Welcome back to some more Acer Teamstory Cup action. You are, of course, watching on Base Trade TV. I am Rifkin, casting today with MIA's over. If I could get that right. 3 letters, am I right? But spawning here in the lower right corner of the map, representing Invictus Gaming. He might look like a barcode, but he definitely scans as a watermelon. Guys, it's iG.XiGua.
Woo, Mr. iG.XiGua. And his opponent in the left bottom corner, playing as the Blue Zerg, playing for Western Wolves. It is Check.
Yeah, Western Wolves, of course, up 1 in the series. You guys can see our nice quote-unquote fancy scoreboard up here, so you can keep track of the score between these two teams.
Better than nothing. And Check might just checkmate iG.XiGua here.
Yeah, we got a lot of people in chat calling a 5-0 in the favor of Western Wolves, but Invictus Gaming is not a team to be taken lightly. They've got some really good players who had great performances in WCS, but with the way Check played that first game, if he can just keep that level of dominance over every player, we may see that 5-0.
Yeah, but definitely cannot count out Maxeed and XY 100% there. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be like 4-5, something like that. In
that would
favor
be the hopes, at least.
Invictus. I'm gonna say Invictus gonna take it, but I'm not gonna call anything else because I don't want to curse anyone.
See, for me, I just want as many games of StarCraft as possible, so I'll cheer for a 5-4. Yeah. I don't even care who's favored, just a 5-4.
Just as long as it's gonna be an epic best of 9.
Now, my big question is, this is Newkirk Precinct. This is a map that lends itself to Mutalisks, and Mutalisks have been making a big comeback lately. I mean, we had the Spore Crawler change specifically to shut Mutalisk versus Mutalisk battles down, and we saw a lot of players revert back to the either super Zergling aggression, you know, like 2 base all in around the 6 minutes, or some roaches, but as it turned out, those were about just as quote-unquote fun as Mutalisks were, and now we're actually seeing Mutalisks come back despite how strong the Spore Crawlers are.
Yeah, and I mean, it's the fact that you can kill a spore faster than it kills your muta. I think that's one of the biggest decisions there. I mean, once you've got like 20 mutas out with +1 flyer attacks, you can really just damage everything or just kill everything in your opponent's base. And like you've said, Newkirk being the map that it is, with just such a small air distance to your opponent's main, mutas I think are the best decision here. You can revert back to your base to defend, you can be aggressive, you can pick off reinforcements and all that. So I'm feeling that mutas really good on this map.
And I'm going to agree with you entirely, but of course the biggest weakness of Mutalisks is how long it takes them to get out. And an all-in can really just end your day if you're beelining to Mutalisks, that you have no scouting going on and your opponent just catches you completely off guard.
Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling this game won't last. I mean, this game won't go past the 15-minute mark. Of course, it's a ZVZ, and obviously ZVZs don't go past that minute mark usually. But I'm still gonna say that one of these 2 players is gonna be aggressive and very aggressive. At that.
I think this bailingness went down like at the same millisecond. The timing was so precise on that, but kind of interesting point here. A lot of players who like to put the bailiness in the main tend to be the ones that want to be a little more aggressive. The ones in the natural, of course, to protect the queen, end up being a little more defensive. We'll see if that reigns true here. Of course, we're coming up on that time where Check's going to start cutting workers and start saving larva injects for Zerglings if he plans to run across the field.
Yeah, and as it seems, he's doing this because he is now building his last batch, making his last batch of workers.
And
there here come the lings.
Yep, 12 lings. Now, of course, 12 lings, not a big deal. As long as iG.XiGua scouts this, he can get a Baneling 2, or Baneling or 2. He'll have a couple queens to hold the ramp, and he will be A-okay. But if he doesn't scout this, and he starts... Well, okay, never mind, take this back. He's already making 12 of his own lings, so...
exactly. And he even has overlords on the blue side Zergs... on the Zerg side, blue side Zerg of the... God damn it.
Good morning, Over. Nice to see you casting today on Base Trade TV. No, it's all good. I've been making the same word slip-ups. But you're right. Here comes Ling versus Ling. The difference is iG.XiGua's going to have a couple Banelings he can fall back to, and they're just about to head that shit. If he can bait Check into them... Oh, that was going to be close for a second.
And obviously, if you lose these so many lings in the early game, that's a big hit to your momentum. And okay, Check is going to... both team players a little bit engaging there, but well, iG.XiGua obviously has more links.
Yeah, he's resupplying with some more as well. Check's going to get a couple defensive Banelings up at home, but he's going to need a little more than a couple defensive Banelings. iG.XiGua with another round of 18 links coming up behind the 12 he just made.
Yeah, and iG.XiGua gonna try and break his opponent here. He's bringing the banelings across the map. He's going to morph more banelings, I think, right below the ramp. So we might see.
They are really fragile units, though, so he does have to be careful of this. You never want to make too many banelings. Oh god, he is making...
Look at Jack.
Nice detonations, but he is making too many banelings. Not that that's a bad too many, mind you guys, but too many for Check to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way Check can deal with this many banelings without having at least 10 of his own. And if iG.XiGua splits nicely, Check is gonna have some trouble.
Spinecrawler gonna do some focus fire. Queens do need to get in on the action and start cutting these banelings down. They do go for the Spinecrawler.
But 2 banelings will more for iG.XiGua. Check just in time.
Nice hits for Check. Can he get the last couple that he needs? The last baneling for iG.XiGua is down. But of course, there's still so many Zerglings running rampant, and Check is in a lot of trouble right now. Last Queen standing, a couple banelings trying to connect. Can he get the connects? He does get a good connect there, but drones... Wow, Check's gonna hold this for now. Here comes the next wave, though.
And Check will hold with only 2 drone losses. This is amazing for now. Now iG.XiGua will reinforce with more Zerglings. The Queen finally will die.
Baneling's about to pop, though. Can he get the connect off that he needs? Not a great connect. But he's got that Spinecrawler up now, something he did not have before.
Yeah, and drones again fighting for Check here. How many drones will he lose now? 6 drones lost, and this will be it.
Check is holding on for dear life. He needs to get those Mutalisks on the field to start sniping the banelings of iG.XiGua. Then the battle suddenly goes in his favor, but right now it's so back and forth. And another couple banelings gonna go off him. Oh, they just... Those ships passing in the night!
Oh my god, that connection would have been sick, but iG.XiGua now with the big amount of Zerglings in Check's main, Check has only now, okay, now this gets...
He's got to focus fire the banelings. He cannot let this get anywhere close to the mineral line. Queens can take those hits, Spinecrawlers can take those hits, but none of these drones can afford to. And oh, a nice hatching baneling, but here comes 5 more. Can Check do this? It's going to be difficult. These drones have got to be pulled.
Oh, the Queen just comes out in time, and it's gonna focus down the base.
Oh my god, these drones! These drones should not be alive right now, but they've survived through the veterans of like 9 different wars. More banelings are spawning here for Check. The Mutalisks are about to spawn! Oh, and man.
Check fighting for his life. One more baneling for him.
Nice baneling hits. Connection. Check is getting such good connections this game. But okay, iG.XiGua finally gonna... Oh! And it gets sniped off. Again, this Queen barely standing. That Spinecrawler is still alive. This Queen with 1 single health. Oh my god. Wow. He holds, and he holds magnificently. And now iG.XiGua can no longer afford to really push in here. Banelings will be sniped off by the Mutalisks, and he's a little behind his opponent. He's devoted so much to this. He's getting Spore Crawlers down out of desperation. Lair is only just now on the way.
And Check does have the critical amount of mutas that are needed to one-shot each baneling, but I like the decision by iG.XiGua, just gonna hide his links and now gonna run in the baneling.
Oh, but the baneling! Such a good connect. There's still a lot behind this, but that was a great initial baneling. And these links right into the main can be shut down by the Mutalisks, no problemo, as we see here. And, oh, iG.XiGua, someone is putting in a lot of pressure, finding himself under a lot of pressure right now.
And Check gonna stabilize nicely now, maybe lose 1 more drone, but I doubt it. And from this point on, iG.XiGua will have to play extremely defensively, like you've pointed out, no lair even done yet, so he's gonna have to save every niche overlord on the map. He's gonna have to be careful about straying queens and drones, and right now, Check is on the move. It's his time to checkmate iG.XiGua.
Yeah, bad pun aside, there's a lot of places where those Spore Crawlers do not cover. He only made 1 at each base. He really needed to make like 2 at each base, I feel, and spread them out a little more. Trying to get his own Spire down. I don't know that I like this choice. I almost think Roaches and Infestors would be a better follow-up to this, but we'll see if he can pull it off. I mean, I guess you can't really rely on Fungals. That skill shot.
Yeah, well, but still going mutas once you're behind already with the timing of that.
Yeah, it's not a...
Your opponent has so many mutas out. It's really like a weird decision.
Yeah, if iG.XiGua had a 3rd base, maybe I could get behind that idea. But this Spore Crawler going to take, well, actually quite a few Mutalisks down with him, but not enough to really shut this down. Queen going to go down as well. Good game is called, and Check will take another victory for Western Wolves.
Wow, nicely played by Check. I mean, the defense against iG.XiGua's aggression was just amazing. I was like, okay, now how can you defend against 11 banelings with none of your own? And it seems like Check knows it. Seems like Check can do it, and amazingly played.
Yeah. Well, guys, once again, we're going to toss out a couple ads. Trying my best to make sure none of these go over top of the gameplay. So Please yell at me if they do. I'm gonna be like listening to the cast to make sure it doesn't happen. But just in case Rifkin messes up, you've got full permission to yell at me. Let's put some music.